One love, everyone. Live, the Divine Masculine Mindset podcast number 3. So in this episode, we'll be talking about weed, why I stopped, cold turkey, and a book that I've been reading, how to talk to yourself. So let's do a bit of chanting together. Easy like that. So yeah, thank you for joining. So yeah, this week I want to talk about a couple of things, very important things that happen on my side, things I decided to change in my hologram. We will begin by that weed consumption, that herb medicine that I decided to totally cut off from my daily routine. I was using it almost on a daily basis, not every day, but pretty much every night when my day was over. When the kids were into bed and when I was ready to chill. So I was just getting into that state with cannabis, just to relax, because cannabis has been very, very, very useful for me for almost a decade, I would say, when the shit hit the fan for myself, because cannabis is a powerful plant medicine. And it has been proven to be super good for, let's say, veterans that are back from war, that are suffering for severe PTSD. So yes, this is a very powerful medicine to help them just to calm and to be able to cope with their life coming back into their reality. So yeah. From a year ago, I thought it was a recent before. No, it was an old one. Just entering a comment here. So yeah, so all that to say that the weed plant medicine is a very, very powerful thing, and to me it has been totally required. I would say when I was going through that, when the shit hit the fan and when everything went down for me. So every night I was just using it to because it's like a very powerful sedative for the brain, so you can just get into that state, just to zone out a bit and just be able to give a break to the mind that is going on overdrive when you go into that so much trauma. So yeah, I came to that conclusion based on I decided to stop cold turkey after. It took me like 2 talks with 2 Divine Transmission. The first one was with Zico. I had that talk with them, and so they brought to my attention that this was it was slowing me down, and I had that talk, and after another one recently, and then this is why I decided to stop, because plant medicine is a very, very powerful. Very, very powerful, it's very feminine. So when you are intertwined with that every day, especially for men, you get into that feminine state, and so what I can say since I stopped, since a week, is that I get like better sleep, of course, and my dreams are more vivid. So I get like vivid dreams, and I get better dreams, and also I am more able to focus during the day, because I don't have to switch from that feminine to masculine state. So I find it very, very useful for me. And on top of that, I decided to cut as well totally like caffeine And social media, I reduced my exposure to social media by a lot, like I would say 80%. So hi Andrew, thanks for joining. So I decided to reduce my exposure to social media as well, because now I am in the place where I did so much work on myself, so much healing with Niyama for about a year and a half, because back to my path, I was like very wounded, a lot of trauma because of my path with my son that has autism, like everybody knows by now. And so when I met Niyama, I was like a very wounded place. So we did all that healing for about a year and a half, and now it's like I don't know what else I have to heal. So I'm in a very, very good place right now, and I feel that the weed was not bringing me the benefit that it used to do. So this is why I decided just to give it a try, and now I realize that it's not required, so I'm ready to let go of that, and I want to just keep it for ceremonial, because for Tantra it is still a very powerful tool, so it's to use it for specific purpose, like Tantra. So to reach that state, so I want to use it with very specific intention, and for very specific reason, and so this is where I am at today. So for the past 7 weeks I didn't touch it at all. I just wanted to cut it cold turkey, just to train my brain to that new normal for me. So now at night I use my ritual was to smoke a bit and just to chill and then to fall asleep, but instead I'm reading. So Leaders is a reader. So I read that book that I cannot reach because of my microphone, but I will get back to that book very soon, which is something else that I decided to implement. It's how when you talk to yourself, how to talk to yourself, how to reprogram the mind. So I will just go get the book because I want to show it to you. I'll be right back. So I'll put back my mic. So it's that book here that I've been reading this week. Say What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's an old book. It's not even new at all, because the way and it's nothing new. It's not new information, but when you say what you talk to yourself, exactly. So because it's all about programming. So this book came back like, okay, Andrew is here, so it was a talk we had with the Andromedan, with one of his channeling we did, a divine transmission when we did with him. So basically the Andromedan, Andrew was asking like super good questions about like how to improve the hologram, and the Andromedan say that it's all about programming. Our reality, this holographic reality here, is all about how your brain is programmed. So they were giving tools, like Andrew was hi Alexander. Maybe you can join later. I'm curious to see how it is in Costa Rica. So so if you want to join, let me know, and maybe I'll just invite you in. So so back to the talk with the Andromedan is like, it's all about programming, how you program your brain. So the way you talk is key, and they gave a tool to Andrew, was to like he suggested to him that he could record himself and just press like repeat, and just to reprogram yourself like overnight for the subconscious to hear about that. And I had the same tip from the love beings, and I think it was in the video I did about autism, what is the massive role of autism in the ascension process, a video that I did last summer that is on the YouTube and Rumble channel. I prefer people to go on Rumble since my content is fully monetized there. So they gave the same tip for parents with autistic kids, to record a tape and to play it for their kids overnight to help them whatever they have to improve in their behavior. So yeah, so and me, I didn't apply it like to this day, so I feel a little bit like a bullshit there because I got so amazing tips and I didn't applied it yet. So and now it's fixed because I did record 40 affirmations for my kids that I will start tonight to play on repeat. It lasts about like 3 minutes and a half, and I will just play that and repeat that in loop and see like the change in the hologram in the month to come. Because here they refer like to that amazing technology, which is like a little tape cassette that you can record yourself and press play. And now we have our phones, which is all digital, so we all have that. We can all just record some affirmations like I am this, or I have. So always like back to yourself and just like press play overnight and repeat that, the volume very very low, and just to reprogram your mind. So yeah, so that's that's for that book. Yeah, so something else that I wanted to say is I took some notes. Yeah, let me read here. Yes, so I spoke in my last live like about my desire to do more talks like that on social media and all that. Like it's more my bliss to do that versus doing my other kind of 3D business. But yeah, so now since I am evaluating a lot of things, and I decided to switch back a little bit my thoughts, because the online work that I do is super niche, even within the Starseeds community. Like my audience, like you tonight, is very very like niche people that resonate with the work we do, let's say channeling with Ra and things like that. So it's not something that I feel that there is like a massive audience as of now, but as we will move forward into this ascension process, I think that message will reach more people. But now, like, we are with the Sun Tribe, and it's all about to find ways to build like eco villages, and we are like still into that 3D matrix. So now, like, Kevin has hit the road to do that. So he's on his way to Costa Rica. So it's all about like money is still required. So yeah, so basically I have that business Vox Prime. So now my goal is to create like an economy, like within the eco villages. We need to create it's like a micro society. So we need and Yama has some project as well on our side where we will need like to still like manufacture products and ship goods. So to within like an eco villages, like we can like have a shop and where people can have their business and to just to create value, because when you manufacture products, it creates value. And yeah, so this is some things that I have in mind to be able to, for people to have their place to grow that, and to be able to I visit some free zones sometimes in the past, but I would have to come to come back with a better like business plan. But we have those projects in mind where we have to really like create that economy. So Vox Prime right now is a very like profitable business. So now I switch more my mindset back to it to create like a value, and with that we'll be able to bring our projects to fruition. So yeah, so that's about it in a nutshell. So yes, so I don't know if there is people that have any questions that I could answer. So yeah. Okay, so is Alexander? Are you? I'm curious to see if Alexander is still there. Are you still there, Alexander? We just came in and out. Um, can I see who's there? Yeah. No, I think who's watching. No, I don't see. I'm not familiar enough. So, anyways, so yeah, so that's about it for this one. I just wanted like to jump. He is Alexander. Are you there? I would like to see if how it is over there in Costa Rica. Can I invite you? Let me see. I don't know if it's available. Yeah. Can you jump in? I'm curious to know how it is going on your side in Costa Rica because I have some questions. All right, amazing.
Oh shit.
I have some questions for you.
Yo, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Are you there?
Yeah. How you doing?
Hi, amazing. So yeah, so I'm curious to know. I have so many questions because I have those ideas how to create like businesses like in places like you are. So how it is? How is that place? Is it like? Tell me more about it because I have thousands ideas for that.
Dude, I have 1,000 thoughts that are running through my head right now.
Yeah, because I can further explain with you what I wanted to express before. So yeah,
Yeah. And I've been listening in on the live, just been doing some dishes here and some things around the farm, man. It's I'm still integrating everything. It's been about, a week since I've been here now. Um,
yeah,
it's there's so much potential here, more than back home, more than in Canada. And why I say that is the place that I'm in. It's all about creating community, like you talk about, right, bro? And
yeah,
it's about creating self-sustainability. And more than ever, we're all being called to kind of live in that sort of mindset, live with that freedom and live with that intention. And the abundance that's around me right now, like I have, like, there's so many banana trees, like there's, like, we're planting like papaya trees, pineapple trees, we got fresh greens, that I'll show everyone here. We got,
okay,
I gotta show everyone this because it's just a little bit of the farm life here. So we got all of our fresh greens here: spinach, we got kale, we got green leaf lettuce, we have spices of all
amazing.
sorts. And it continues on. This is just kind of the covered part here, but it continues on further and off into that area. So that's one of the ways that we can create, not just self-sustainability but also income, right? Because we can take
Yeah,
that what we have and go to the markets, sell to the locals,
yeah, that's
but also,
food.
yeah,
That's food, but beyond food, because the vision I have, because I try to explain that, but it's
yeah,
not easy to express what I have in mind. But let me know like if that would fit in the place that you are, because what I have in mind, let's say like the business I have, Vox Prime, I have a shop and I need like a space for that. So let's say in a place like you are, like to have, let's say, a building where people could have their business
yeah,
and then ship their products from there, but not just food, like products that you can
yeah.
manufacture.
Bro, it's like this place where I'm at right now is just in the beginning stages, like there's a lot of projects that are up and coming here. Basically where
Okay.
we're at is we're at a point where we need more individuals to live on the land with us and to co-create. And with the numbers, that's when we can gain momentum and
Yeah.
ultimately uh, create the community, create the brotherhood, create the men's circles, create with intention, right? And one of the ways for myself is creating more digital nomadic life. For yourself, 100% there's opportunity because it's 20 acres of land. like that I'm
Okay.
living on right now. It's 20 acres, and there's still so much of it that isn't even developed. And we're focused on building, glamping tents, places for people to be able to live on the land, but still be a part of the community and also be able to work on their own things. So with Vox
Okay.
Prime, for example, there's 100% potential for you to work on your craft, but also still be a part of the community and be able to bring in income for yourself, which is ultimately what we want everyone to be able to do here. Is we don't want anyone to just survive. We want the people that are here to
To
be able to
thrive.
thrive,
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
And we're all pieces of the puzzle, right? So now that I'm here, now that I'm integrating, now that I'm creating, and working with the other individuals on the land, which is just with my brother Darius, and also with one of the owners, C Star, who's here right now. It's really only two. There's really only three of us right now, and there's a couple local Chicos that help out with some of
Oh,
the
you're only
maintenance
three?
right
Wow.
now, bro. Yeah, right now. But there's many. There's yeah, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
and there's many other like properties on this land around here, that can um uh like host people, that can house people, right? We have a couple dorm rooms. We have a self-sustainable cabina that has its own kitchen. Where I'm at right now is the community. It's the community kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And it's a community vibe. This is a community house here, but all around us, there's properties, right? And there's even more potential for, say, people to buy into the land, for people to do a work exchange. But more than ever, we want individuals, we want brothers, we want sisters that are going to come to the land and be able to create through their own works of art, right? So similarly, like with what you're doing, man. And there's just so much more freedom here. And also another thing, Vince, is there's less frequency, there's less distortion, there's less distraction. Like being here, man, like and I'm sure you've seen this too, like I've hardly been on my phone, man. Like I've
Yeah.
just like been present, man. I've just been present with myself and present with everything around me.
And I think as you reduce your cannabis consumption as well.
Yeah, I haven't even smoked today, man. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
I, like, it's intention, right? Everything is intention. It's like do it with intention and don't be in tension, right? And
Hmm.
cannabis is great. It serves its purpose, right? But I know I don't need it, right? I know that just like yourself, right? It's an experience. It's a way to, when we use it with intention, we can,
Now,
harness.
before I used to need it, but now I don't need it. I'm healed. That's the
Yeah,
thing. That's
yeah, dude,
the
I'm high on
thing.
life, bro. High on life. Just like
Yeah.
just like bro. The sweat equity is the greatest high. Being able to sweat for it. It's like even working in the land here. I do a bit of gardening. I do a couple like the little things around the land. I get a sweat on. It's like that's my high. Is like working on
Yeah.
the land. Being in tune with nature, integrating with nature. Like that's what it's all about. And I realized that even more, like leaving the city and coming here, like how just different it is, and how much more pure it is.
Yeah, because this is the vision that I wanted to express because like we all have like we have that those like crazy ideas and then you jump on a live and you try to convey that to the people and like I'm in my room it's not like an easy task to do so but now
Yeah.
you did that jump so you're there so I mean
And
it's
I ain't
it's
coming back.
yeah, yeah, and it's a step by step. So it's like the 100 monkey effect. So
Yeah.
let's say you did that jump, and Kevin and his brother they left already are on their road trip to go
Safe
to
travels.
yeah they traveled by with their truck to go
Wow.
over there. So yeah, so there's a migration to go over there, like to build those eco-pollution that you heard lifestyle to get out of that. Um, what the love being called like
Matrix
that
grid.
the dark matrix so like right now you're into a lighter matrix
Yeah.
back to their wording so like
More.
there's the dark matrix which are the cities yeah
Yeah.
yes
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, man. Like just being in the city and being out of the city, it's like I feel so much more in harmony, not just with myself, but also with like my environment. Like with nature. Like I wish I could show everyone. It's dark now, but it's like I got the cicadas that are, you can hear the sounds in the background, the nature, man. It's not ambulances that I'm fucking hearing. I'm
Yeah.
hearing the nature. I'm hearing the
Yeah.
natural frequencies.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, because the vision that I tried to explain earlier, it's exactly that, like to have a place like where you're at, but let's say you have a place where like a factory where people can build their things, and then you have
bro,
people in charge of logistics to ship that worldwide, because Niyama,
gotta
I don't
get over
want to spoil her project, but she's working on stuff that will need to be like shipped, and myself as well. And we have that project with Linda that we will have to, that is still confidential, that we will have to ship like products worldwide. So having a community like where you are at, and then we get organized with a place where we can even like put like me for Voxman, like machines and equipment, and to create like a society within the society, like our society, and to create like massive wealth, because because I did a full like 360, like I will come back to Vox Prime again. I put like 6 years of my life into that, and like my background, like a bit like Elon Musk. Like I have our flag products. I wanted to show it to the people here. So this is like I developed that with my brother. Like basically this is like a telephone paging amplifiers. Let's say you're into a grocery stores, and then you have some cheesy musics playing, and then it's someone pick up the phone or like in Walmart to send a message in the intercom. So basically this is the most advanced product of its kind. Of the global market, because I took like there is like 5 multinationals that are into that. I analyzed them all, and I took the best out of that, and I created that product. So this is better than all those 5 together. So our customers are like raving fans. And now I put 6 years of my life just to make that wheel spin. And just to give you an idea, in February, in 4 business days, I grossed like so far 21K in 4 days.
Very nice. Very nice.
And it's nothing compared like to the potential. So it's nothing. So, and I didn't like work really on that business for the past year and a half. So now like if I get back to it, like with the team, and like we could like gross like in the millions for years. And just with that,
it's unlimited.
Yeah, and just with that, we could like make that eco-villages like run and be like to build an empire. So this is the name of the game. And with the product we have with Linda, it will be super, like, I don't want to spoil it, but that will be something else. What Niyama is working on her side will be something else. And I'm sure that other people have ideas, and then they would have a space for their ideas, and to be able to be surrounded with other people and have people in charge of logistics to ship worldwide. So this is what I was trying to express. But I mean, it's difficult to jump on the live and just like to explain that, because it's all in our mind. And but now you're there, and then you say like, yeah, it's totally doable. Like, are you far from San Jose? Because I've been to Costa Rica 10 years ago. We were thinking to move our business there 10 years ago, but we didn't make that move at that time.
Yeah. So where I'm situated is I'm on a beautiful, I guess you could say, mountain, or where the village is located. It's located on the side of a mountain. So we're about 40 minutes drive from San Isidro, and 40-minute drive from Uvita, which is right by the water, Whale Tail Beach. So we're right in the middle, basically, of those two, guess like you could say main cities, right? So I'm
not familiar. San Jose, I'm familiar with San Jose, the capital. How far are you from San Jose?
3 hours. 3 to 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
So like about the same as Hako.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So like, and like, bro, it's like, and man, I love that I'm here in this moment, because it's like we're calling in the people that feel called and feel that pull, right, to do this, to do what I've done, taking that leap of faith, being a part of something. I was scared shitless in moments, because I didn't know what to expect, right? I got pushed out of my comfort zone, but ultimately it was the best leap of faith I took, because now that I've landed and I've integrated and I can see so much more of the vision, right? I can see so much of what is coming to life, and there's so much potential, and we're just getting started, right? And like I was saying before, it's like we need more individuals, we need more brothers and sisters to be a part of this, because once we have about 10 people or so that are on the land, that are building, right, then we can call in, we can do the retreats, we can do the men's circles, we can create that brotherhood, that kingdomhood, we can create that self-sustainability, and we can create that fucking empire like you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then we'll just have communities, you know, all around, man, that we're all connected with, right? And that's what it's all about. We need to detach from this patriarchal bullshit, and ultimately, what is preventing us from connecting with the land, with nature, with ourselves. You know, there's so many distortions out there right now, and for those that may be listening to this and that see this video and that hear Vince talk as well, it's like, what's stopping you? You know, like what's preventing you from taking that leap of faith and creating the life that you've always desired, right? Because so many of us are just choosing to conform and do what society tells us rather than doing what's in our heart, and doing what's within our potential, right? And we all have a role to play, right? We all have gifts to offer, and we all got to step up more than ever. And I feel so called to step up more than ever. You know, like I said, I've stepped away from social media for a bit, but now I'm hopping back on here. Like I'm on live with you and just talking, and we're creating momentum, right? These are the building blocks. You know, these are the building blocks. These conversations, man, that we have right now, we're gonna look back on this and we'll be like, wow, we're on the come up. You know, we're on the come up of receiving that abundance, receiving what is inherently our birthright. And
momentum is key. Momentum is key. Momentum is key. Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful, man. I have so much gratitude in my heart. I have so much love in my heart for everyone, and I'm just so excited to see what comes. You know, like I'm just taking it day by day, bro. I'm attached to nothing but connected to everything. I could be here for a year. I could be here for 5 years, but ultimately, like, I just need to focus right now in this present moment, right?
That's all I have. Yeah. So and communities like that, they are popping, I guess, worldwide. Like there is a need for that. So there will be like many. So it's like for people to find each other, to find people with who they resonate with. Hey.
Yeah. My bro's dog Zenji. Yeah, he's amazing.
Zenji.
No, 100%, man. And you know, as we each individually follow our bliss and what our heart's calling us to do, you know, we're gonna attract the right people in our life, right? And as I've done that, as I've, you know, done that inner work and grown as you have, right? You attract the frequency at which you vibrate at, right? So as you've, you know, raised your frequency and embodied this divine masculine essence, right? You've attracted your community, and it's gonna keep growing, man. It's gonna keep growing, you know. It's we're on the come up, man. I feel it more than ever. It's like we're gonna be here by the end of the year. It's like imagine a year from now, like where we're gonna be. It's exciting.
We need to keep that ball rolling, because again, back to momentum, what you said, this is what I experienced. Let's say again, back to Watchmine, because now it is my main grind. I didn't work for a year and a half. Like I didn't put any effort into it, but because I created momentum before, because in this realm it's so dense, it's not like you can just think to something and manifest it like right away. It's so dense that you have to put the consistent effort and to be into action, because just doing affirmations, like to do that, at that time I did 0 affirmations, I did 0 meditations, I did nothing else than action. Like the entrepreneurs, they are super manifestors because they are into action nonstop. So action is key to manifest. And into the spiritual community, this is the missing part that I observe big times. Okay, do your daily affirmations. Okay, this, you meditate, and then what? People don't really like action is not part of the equation. It's the
For
masculine aspect that is missing, because into the spiritual community, the masculine there's a big lag there. So
And it's a
you
spiritual
add them.
too.
y-
You know,
Yeah.
in a way. It's like it's not honoring the masculine energy that's within both the feminine and the masculine. You know,
Mhm.
it's like you said, it's the action. It's like I'm gonna take my energy and focus it on this specific task or this project, and I'm gonna bring it to life. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring it into this physical reality, right? And I'm excited to see what happens with Vox Prime for you too, man. And like, I definitely want to. We'll hop on a call, you know, off of live, because I definitely want to hear more about just what you're working on and kind of your vision for like the next kind of 6 months, man. Because you know, life can change so quickly, right? Like this opportunity that I had here happened within a couple months,
Yeah.
but
You
it
just
was all,
jump on the plane and boom, he was there.
dude, it was all in divine timing, right? The brother that I live here with, right? The brotherhood that we're creating, like I met him back home in Victoria, and he was only there for a couple months, and then he was heading back out to Costa. So I got to connect with him just divinely, and it was like, you know, we had known each other for, you know, like past lives, you know, like say your connection with, you know, me and you, right? And
Yeah.
you know, one thing led to another, and then he let me know about the opportunity, and now we're calling in more men and women as well. Not just the men, but the women as well. We got to have the balance. You have to have the balance of both the feminine and the masculine, right? And but ultimately, we need the action. We need to take action, and every day I'm taking action here. It's like it's awesome to
Yeah.
see, to be a part of this, because the potential for what it can become is unlimited. And like to be a part of it at the beginning, I'm just like, it's
Oh
amazing to
yeah.
be a part of it at the beginning and see the rise, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to be there from the beginning is yeah. And we created that with all the talks, all the live we did. Like it's as we
Yeah.
speak, we create. So it begins like with words, and
Yeah.
then when you take action, because when you're up to your words, again, back to a pillar of being like that divine masculine, like to be a man of honor, like your words need to mean something. Then you step up for yourself, you're up to your words, and then look where you are at now. So this is like an ascending path, big time. So
Exactly,
yeah,
man. And that's all I desire to create is the consistency, the upward trajectory, right? There's
yeah,
no more waves, you know, like but the waves for me is like being in flow with everything. You
yeah,
know, it's like that's like once, you know, I'm in my flow, I'm in my creation, I'm in my action, I'm in my intention, right? I have intention behind everything that I do now. It's like before, when I was living, say, back in the city, I didn't have as much intention as I do now. Now everything that I do
okay.
is intention, whether
Yeah, and
it's around the
that's
farm.
key. That's key. Yeah. Every action you need to have a strong intention behind it, because action without intention are empty, and
Exactly. It's
they are
wasted
not that
energy.
powerful. Yeah, they're not that powerful. So you can take a lot of action
Yeah.
without like strong intention, and you just like spend energy like that, but it's not giving you back the result that it would if you have very strong intention behind it. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
so I'm sure like you say, like I'm sure you're much more grounded. I'm sure that you're
Yeah.
walking barefoot. Here now it's February. It's been like, yeah. So here it's been
Crazy.
like it's been like minus 25 like all weekend. It was crazy cold. I mean, here it's not the place to be. I mean, this is the illusion where they brought all the people up north in the
Yeah.
cities. It's a trap. It's a massive trap. And then like the heaven, like every people in South, they dream to come here, let's say to Canada, but it's bullshit. It's all part of
Yeah.
that inversion, that
It's an illusion.
illusion. Yeah,
It's
it
an
is.
illusion.
Everything it's just it's satanic. I mean, we know what it is. I
100%.
mean, it's all inverted. So yeah, so now we have to go back south where there is sun and when we can like ground and be in touch with
Dude,
nature and all that. So
Hundred
yeah,
percent, 100%. And you know, like being in the tropics here and having experienced it like last year for the first time, being there for 2 months, and now being back here, I gotta say, fuck, I noticed the difference. Like even coming from Victoria, which is, you know, on the island, I still noticed a drastic shift in my whole like well being. Like my energy is high as fuck, and I'm not even
yeah,
high. I'm getting so much.
High
I'm
on
getting,
life.
I'm getting that vitamin D every day. It was like 25, 28 degrees, here, right? So like, I'm getting that sun. I'm getting all those. It's the elements, man. It's the connection to all the elements. I got the waterfall. I got the beach. I got the nature here. I got the fresh air. I don't have as many fucking chemtrails. There's hardly any. I live in where we're situated. We're in like it's called like a rain shadow, or I think it's called rain shadow. So like, we hardly get the rain here. And it's like, sometimes I'll look out into the distance, right? And I'll see like fucking clouds and like crazy amount of clouds. And like, there's obviously rain going on, right? But it's like, it doesn't come out this way. So it's like, we're in a very like special placement, like
Place.
on the land. And I want to
Interesting.
story, bro. I landed here, and on my first day, my bro showed me this waterfall, which is about a minute or two walk. And I was showing him some exercises, and we were just vibing, man. We smoked a little bit of weed. I was showing him a bit of a workout, right? And guess what happened? In that moment when I was showing him, I stumbled back, and I fell. And I had a split-second reaction to plant my feet down on the ground, and there were rocks all below. My bro watched the whole thing. He said 1 out of 2 places I could have landed, I landed in. And if I had landed in another place, I could have broken my ankle. I could have fucking done something way worse. But guess what I did? I ripped the toenail off. I ripped one of my toenails off, bro. So like, that's a sign from Mother Nature. She's like, slow down, I know you want to do so much. I know you feel it, you feel that energy, you feel that creation, right? But just slow down. It'll happen in divine timing, but just slow down. Connect the elements, take time for yourself, and it all unfold in divine timing, right? So
Yeah, great. Yeah, so we'll hop on that call. I want to speak more with you because
yeah.
I have so many ideas. So I wanted to convey that tonight, and I had a really hard time doing so because
No, you did
in
awesome,
my
man.
room, huh?
You did awesome, bro. You did great.
Well, yeah, but with you there, then it becomes like more real. You know what I mean? Because because
I'm
you're
here.
there, and yeah. So yeah, so it's a step, because at the end of the day, we know that we are one, and we all have that common vision, that common, like, we want to build that empire for ourselves, and we know that we cannot do it alone. So we're finding each other now into these times, based on resonance. So we're just getting started. It's like the beginning of that journey, and that vision that I have in mind, that it's not like I don't want to spell myself, say it's not easy, but I mean we're pioneers.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge, yes, and then I love challenges. So that's well said. So yeah, and we're pioneers. So I have all those visions, and now I want to come on those lines to express them, and you spread like those visions like seeds, and people will pick up on that, and one thing leads to the next, and we will build that empire because we're committed to it, and we know there is no other way, because that dark matrix here where I am still at will get darker and darker. Most likely. I don't see how it will get any better. I mean,
Yeah, I agree, man. And it's like one of those things, like, depending on where everyone's at in their own life, right? It's like, what are the actions, what are the steps that you can take to be in an environment that allows you to succeed and allows you to create freedom for yourself, right? And basically, like with my brother Darius, like we're just opening the door for those that feel called to come and create, right, with us, and we're all at different levels, right? This life's like a video game, right? But we all desire to go to the same place. We all desire to finish this video game and to be on top, and that's exactly what we're doing. So yeah,
amazing, great. Okay, so thanks for joining me on that live.
sure, brother.
So yeah, so we're getting there. I mean, we're manifesting it, so it's amazing. So we'll jump on the call later this week, and I want to have a more detailed talk with you. So
Definitely.
yeah, looking forward to it, and thanks for joining today.
Yes,
and
brother. Much love.
Much love.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. Okay, cheers.
Yes, cheers, bye. Yeah. So that was Alexander. So grateful for his help because, yeah, so it's divine timing always because I have those ideas and it's like, okay, how to convey that on live? I mean, it's a challenge. It is what it is. But it's as you can see, we're getting there because we have those meetings now with the Sun Tribe about that. So yeah, so more to come as always. So this live has been a little bit more long than what I was expecting, but amazing because this is the vision and this is where we are heading. So we'll end it here. Thank you very much for your presence. So if you like this video, please consider to like, share, and subscribe. If you watch the replay on YouTube or BitChute, please consider to watch it on Rumble, where my content is fully monetized. Yeah, and also you can make donations for my work. I have a link for that, or you can even better join my Patreon for a month and see all my advanced videos. I have like 13 videos so far on that channel, so you can join there, watch all those more advanced stuff that I talk about, the channelings, divine transmission that I'm doing over there. And yeah, and if you resonate with that and feel the need to join the Sun Tribe, you can DM me, talk to me about that. And yeah, moving forward with that project. So yeah, that's about it, what I have to say for this week. So love and light to all. Glorious is my heart. Glorious is your heart. Glorious times ahead. So thank you for joining, and see you in the next one.